2025. Electric cars, self-driving vehicles, supersonic jets, and thousands of Americans still traveling by horse. Crazy, right? Backward, stupid, or the smartest decision you've never understood. Let's find out. The question everyone asks wrong. Why don't Amish drive cars? Wrong question. Completely wrong. They know cars exist, they've ridden in cars, some have driven cars before joining the church. The right question, why did they choose horses? See the difference? One assumes ignorance, the other recognizes intention. They're not rejecting cars, they're protecting something cars would destroy. What? Everything that matters. The speed limit that saves communities. Here's what nobody understands. A horse travels about 8 miles per hour. Maximum range, maybe 25 miles before the horse needs rest. This creates a natural boundary. Your world is 25 miles wide. Your church? Within range. Your family? Within range. Your customers? Within range. Your community? Within range. Everyone you know lives within horse distance. You see them constantly. You can't escape them. They can't escape you. Now imagine a car. Suddenly, your world is 500 miles wide. Church could be anywhere. Family spreads across states. Customers are strangers online. Community? What community? Cars didn't give us freedom. Cars gave us isolation, disguised as freedom. The Amish understood this immediately. In 1909, when cars became available, they said no. Not because cars were sinful, because cars would scatter their people. They were right. Look around. Where's your community? The church district design. Amish church districts are geographically tiny, deliberately. About 25 to 40 families, all within buggy distance, all attending the same church, all knowing each other deeply. When districts grow too large, they split. New district forms. Stays small, stays connected. This only works with horse travel. Cars would allow megachurches, thousands of strangers, nobody knowing anyone, entertainment instead of community. Sound familiar? That's what happened to modern churches. Cars enabled it.
The Amish saw the future. They chose differently. The young people problem cars would create. Here's something that should terrify modern parents. Amish retention rate? Over 85%. Most children stay in the faith, stay in the community, stay connected to family. Modern retention rate for any belief system, plummeting. Kids leave, scatter, disconnect, never return. Why the difference? Partly horses. When your transportation is limited, you can't easily run away. You can't disappear to a city 500 miles away. You can't ghost your family. You have to face problems, work through conflicts, stay present. Cars enable escape. Horses require presence, which produces healthier families. The true cost of car ownership. Let's talk money. Modern people never calculate the true cost of cars. Average car payment, $700 a month. Insurance, $150 a month. Gas, $200 a month. Maintenance, $100 a month. Registration, parking, tolls, $50 a month. Total, $1,200 a month, $14,400 a year. Over a lifetime, over $500,000. For what? To sit in traffic, to be stressed, to be isolated in a metal box. Amish horse costs? Maybe $3,000 for a good horse. Lives 20 years. Feed? $100 a month. Vet? $50 a month. Buggy maintenance? $50 a month. Total, $200 a month, $2,400 a year. Over a lifetime, maybe $100,000. They save $400,000. For what? Slower travel, fresh air, exercise, connection. Who's making the smarter financial decision? The health nobody talks about. Car travel is passive. You sit, you don't move. You breathe recycled air. Horse travel is active. You control the horse. You're exposed to weather. You're engaging physically. But here's the bigger health impact. Amish walk more because they can't drive everywhere. Average Amish person, 18,000 steps daily. American average, 4,000 steps. Amish obesity rate, under 4%. American obesity rate, over 40%. Amish heart disease, fraction of national average. Diabetes, almost non-existent. Is the horse the only reason? No, but it's a major factor. Cars made us sedentary. Horses kept them moving. The community accountability factor. Here's something uncomfortable. When you travel by horse, everyone sees you. Where you went, when you left, when you returned, who you were with. No privacy, no secrets, total visibility. Modern people find this horrifying. I need my privacy. But what does privacy enable? Affairs, addictions, double lives, disconnection? Amish buggy travel creates automatic accountability. You can't sneak around. Your community always knows where you are. This prevents problems before they start. Modern cars enable hidden lives. Amish buggies enforce visible lives. Which produces more trustworthy people? The paradox of freedom. Here's the mind bender. Modern people think cars equal freedom. Go anywhere, anytime, no limits. But are you free? Or are you enslaved to car payments, enslaved to insurance, enslaved to traffic, enslaved to oil prices? You need a car to get to work to pay for the car you need to get to work. That's not freedom. That's a trap you chose. Amish have less freedom. Can't go far, can't go fast, limited range. But they have zero car payments, zero insurance stress, zero traffic rage, zero dependency on gas prices. They work less because they spend less. They're home more because they can't be far. Who's actually free? How they handle long distance. But what about emergencies, long trips, medical care? They hire drivers. Simple solution. Need to go to a specialist 100 miles away? Hire a driver. Pay them, get there, come home. They have cars available, they just don't own them. This preserves the daily boundary while allowing occasional exceptions. Brilliant compromise. Access without dependency. The environmental truth. One horse produces manure, fertilizer, returns to earth. One car produces emissions, pollution, contributes to climate change. Amish transportation is carbon neutral, has been for 300 years, will be forever. Modern transportation requires fossil fuels, creates pollution, damages the planet. Who's actually progressive? Who's actually thinking about future generations? The speed addiction.
Modern culture is addicted to speed. Faster internet, faster shipping, faster travel. Has speed made us happier? Check mental health statistics. Check satisfaction surveys. Check suicide rates. Speed hasn't made us happier, it's made us more anxious. Always rushing, never arriving, never present. The Amish reject speed addiction. 8 miles per hour is enough. Getting there slowly is still getting there. And when you travel slowly, you notice things. You think, you pray, you arrive calm. When you travel fast, you notice nothing. You stress, you rage, you arrive frazzled. Which arrival state serves you better? What cars really cost? The hidden price. Beyond money, cars cost something invisible. They cost community. Neighbors become strangers because everyone's driving past. They cost family. Members scatter because distance is easy. They cost connection. Every trip is isolated. Every commute is alone. They cost presence. You're always going somewhere, never being here. The Amish counted these costs. They decided they were too high. Modern society never counted them. We just assumed faster was better. We were wrong. The preservation of culture. For 300 years, Amish culture has survived intact. Language, traditions, values, faith. In the same 300 years, countless cultures disappeared, absorbed, assimilated, forgotten. The difference? Boundaries. And horses are a boundary. When you can't easily leave, you invest where you are. You build, you maintain, you preserve. Cars enable leaving. Horses encourage staying. Staying builds culture. Leaving erases it. The challenge to you. So here's my challenge. Track your car usage for 1 week, every trip, every mile. How many trips were necessary? How many were convenience? How many were escape? What would change if you could only travel 25 miles? Who would you see more? What would you build? Would your life get smaller or would it get deeper? The real reason. So why do Amish choose horses over cars in 2024? Not because they're backward, because they're strategic. Not because they hate technology, because they love community more. Not because they're ignorant, because they've calculated costs we've never considered. Horses keep families together, keep communities tight, keep people accountable, keep culture alive. Cars do the opposite. We just never noticed because we were too busy driving. The question you must answer. The Amish aren't asking you to buy a horse. They're asking you a question. What has speed and distance actually given you? More happiness? More connection? More meaning? Or just more miles on an odometer? More isolation called independence? More escape from problems you should face? Every choice has trade-offs. They chose deep over wide, close over far, slow over fast. What have you chosen? Did you choose it, or did you just follow the highway everyone else was on? So there it is. Why Amish still choose horses over cars in 2024. Not ignorance, strategy. Not backwardness, brilliance. They saw what cars would cost. Community, family, connection, culture, and they said, no thanks. Meanwhile, we're sitting in traffic, stressed, isolated, paying $500,000 lifetime for the privilege. Who's the fool? Maybe they're not stuck in the past. Maybe they're the only ones who can see the future clearly. If this challenged how you see transportation and community, hit subscribe. Comment, what would your life look like if you could only travel 25 miles? Would it be better or worse? Share this with someone who complains about their commute. Show them another way exists. Thanks for watching. Slow down, and I'll see you in the next one.